Hello and welcome to the Games That Matter Week 6 recap video. Now, I got a bit to get into, not a lot of time here, so we're going to jump right into it. I've been really busy this week, so I just want to get this out there because I don't want to forget about it, and I want my viewers to enjoy. So, we're going to jump right into it. Friday, game number 18, UCF at Cincinnati. Now, I picked UCF to win this game. They were on the road, but I just felt like there was a slight edge to them. But Cincinnati came out and shocked everyone, ended UCF's conference win streak, and continues to look better and better as the season goes on. So Cincinnati comes away with the home game. Next was Utah State at number 5, LSU. I had LSU win this one. They did handily. Utah State get in trouble in the first quarter, but after that it was all LSU. Number 6, Oklahoma at Kansas. Now Oklahoma, I had them picked to win this game, and they did. They put up a big score, but I got to be honest, I'm impressed with Kansas putting up as many points as they did. It's going to be interesting to see how that conference matchup evolves as Les Miles gets Kansas back into shape. Next was Kent State at number 8, Wisconsin. I had Wisconsin winning this game, and they did pretty handily. Really not much of a competition. Next was Purdue at number 12, Penn State. Now, I picked Penn State to win this game, and they did, and it looked pretty handily done, but there was one thing that kind of leaves Penn State on a weird list right now. Penn State scored a touchdown on their first 4 possessions of the game. They went up 28-7 in the first quarter, and they just couldn't seem to do anything for most of the rest of the game. They scored one more touchdown in the rest of the game, and put them final score of 35-7. Their defense did really well, but that offense struggled after those first 4 drives, and it's not what you want to see from a team trying to compete for a title. Next was number 14, Iowa at number 19, Michigan. I picked Michigan to win this one at home. They did. Low-scoring defensive struggle in this one. 10-3 was the final, and similar to the Penn State game, almost all of the scoring in this one happened in the first quarter. So Michigan's defense really showed up for this game. Their offense is still questioning. It's still a question there. But a win is a win, and that's a step forward for Michigan right now. Number 21, Oklahoma State at Texas Tech. Now, I picked Oklahoma State to win this one. They were on the road, coming off a big win. I felt like they had a chance to capitalize, but it is Texas Tech who instead capitalized and came out with the the upset, and walks away with the victory. Next was number 7, Auburn at number 10, Florida, and I picked Auburn to win this game. I thought Auburn just had a little bit more offense going for them, and Florida just didn't have the offense. I thought it was going to be low-scoring defensive struggle. It was relatively low-scoring. It was like mid-range scoring, but Florida came away with a big home win, and they're going to go into their next matchup this upcoming weekend against LSU. They got to play top 10 teams back-to-back. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes for them. Next is Bowling Green at number 9, Notre Dame. I picked Notre Dame to win this one. They did, no problem. 52-0. They just demolished them. They got a big rivalry game next week at home against USC. Next is number 11, Texas at West Virginia. Now, I picked Texas to win this one. I did say, watch out. They were caught napping a little bit, but they do come away with the win. They got a big matchup this weekend against Oklahoma in the Red River rivalry. Next is number 3, Georgia at Tennessee. Now, I picked Georgia to win this game. They did, but Tennessee kept it close for the first half, but then Georgia remembered that they're playing Tennessee, I guess, and pulled away in the second half. Next was number 25, Michigan State at number 4, Ohio State. I picked Ohio State to win this one at home. Pretty easy pick for me. I thought Michigan State would keep it close, and they did for the most part, but Ohio State pulled away late. Tulsa at number 24, SMU. I picked SMU to win this game. They did. They get the win at home and continue their actually pretty stellar season to this point, seeing if they can pull themselves up into the non-Power 5 BCS spot. Next was Cal at number 13, Oregon. I picked Oregon to win this game. Cal came out to play. It looked like they were going to upset Oregon there for a second, but Oregon holds on, comes away with the win. Next is number 15, Washington at Stanford. Now, I picked Washington to win this game. However, Stanford surprised a lot of us, came out seemingly remembering how to play football, and got the home win against the home win, not just home win, home upset against number 15, Washington. Next was number 16, Boise State at UNLV. Now, I picked Boise State to win this one on the road, and they did. Really not much of a contest for them. They're continuing their streak. It's looking like it could come down to between them and SMU as to who will be in the BCS. And last but not least is Illinois at Minnesota. Now, I picked Minnesota to win this one at home. They did pretty spectacularly. Now, I put them on here even though neither team was ranked because I thought Minnesota would have a chance to come into the rankings if they win the game. They do. They're undefeated. Well, I haven't checked, but they might be in the top 25. If not, if they can continue to win, they could show up pretty soon. So that means I got 13 of the 17 this week correct, which puts me at a 76.5% correct rate on the week. I have 106 of the 125 games that matter that I picked correct so far this season. That puts me at an 84.8% correct rate for the whole season in games that matter. I'm trying to keep that above 80 this year, if I can. Obviously, upsets are going to happen, but still. I'm also got another stat I'm proud of. Of the top 25 matchups in college football this year so far, I've only gotten 2 wrong. I believe, I was coming in 7-1 with the 3 this week. I was 2-1 in this week, so I believe I am 9-2 in the top 25 matchups this season. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I want to keep that going because that to me is those are some of the harder games to pick. So we'll see how it goes after next week. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And I can't wait for this weekend. And I'll see you for the Week 7 predictions.